Hey everybody, how you doing? AmpRepairGuy.com. Here's my phone number, 203-892-4119. Here's my website, AmpRepairGuy.com. If you like the video, please share, like, and subscribe. So, this is the second video for the sb220. This thing had all sorts of issues. Went through it, made it nice. Here's the stock air variable for the C1 plate tune side. As you can see, the plates had been arcing. So I ripped that out, got another one. Had the Harbach filter board kit in here, metering board kit, fixed some solder connections, fixed the secondary high voltage lead. It's done properly with high voltage wire, heat shrink doubled up, and then silicone tube over that, so it's like overkill. That thing will never have an issue. Connected, soldered, all that, you know, so we'll never have a connection issue or any sort of arcing issue there. First time I've ever had to do that. I've never seen someone do that before. So there's the new plate tune cap. Put in the series glitch resistor on the B positive. Add some extra insulation with GE silicone, clear silicone, GE type 2. Replace the meter lamp bulbs. Replace that wire that had been electrical taped together with Teflon wire goes down to the multimeter switch. Clean that with deoxit, clean the output rotary with deoxit, clean the input rotary with deoxit, fix the interlock. Now that works good. Puts a crowbar, puts a short on the B positive. You know, the bleeder should bring it down, but in case the bleeder opened, you still had residual voltage charged in the filter caps. This will put a hard short on it, bringing it to ground. Or if you leave the cover off, it'll, you know, bring it to ground. You know, keep you from getting electrocuted one way or another. So relocated the output network coil to the proper spot, used a kep nut. I put 2 screws in where the 2 screws were missing on the filament transformer, replaced the other 2 nuts with kep nuts, so now all 4 have kep nuts, nice and secure. Those 2 were a pain to get down there. I had to magnetize the screwdriver and carefully guide it down through the hole. So got rid of that parasitic stuff. The RL measures, parasitic stuff. It's all out of here. Put in the newer style plate blocking cap, the stock strap, new parasitic suppressors. Was missing the anode caps, didn't have tubes. Guy bought new tubes. The customer bought new tubes. So I dug out some dissipating caps, put those in, stock ones. Had the Harbach fan. Was missing hardware here and there. A lot of hardware was loose, tightened it all up. So, flip it to the side carefully. Does not have the case on, so you don't have to be super cautious. So, place the filter cap for the rectified 80 volt winding on the filament transformer. Those tend to fail, and they could put a hard short on it and cause that winding to fail. Then you end up needing a new filament transformer. Did the self-bias mod, got rid of the force bias mod, zip tied everything, replaced the wire going to the coil of the relay, over to the RCA jack on the back, the phono jack for the key line, over to Teflon, and had that shielded conductor that was in bad shape. I left the one for the ALC. I didn't want to take the whole front panel off to get to it. So I cleaned it up though. I stripped it back and cleaned up the connection. Put a new 0.01 cap in, bypass cap at the RCA foot pedal jack. Cleaned up all the solder connections. It's wired for 120. Still, guy wants to. He has a dedicated circuit. He wants to run it on 120. Grounded the grids. Soldered the filament connections. They're very poorly soldered, so I wrapped wire around and then soldered. So everything is nice and tight now. Any poor solder joints, I reworked, so won't have any issues. Everything's grounded nice. I ground every grid with strap. I don't go to the screws. I drill a hole and use 632 screws with kep nuts, 1 per grid connection to ground. Got the wires away from the output. Zip tied nice. Everything looks good. The input and output connectors only had 2 screws, the SO239 connectors, so I added 2 more screws with kept nuts. The pins on the SO239s are nice and tight, and when I stick a PL59 in, I always check that. You never want an open on the output. Like I said, lots of hardware was missing, and now this thing's good to go. Just have to test it, and it will go out the door. I don't leave any stone unturned. I always check everything. I don't assume anything. I always make sure everything's perfect. So, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day. On to the next project. Take care.